Last month, I bought a new phone. My old phone was small. It had buttons. I liked the sound of the buttons. Click, click. It felt safe. My daughter said, "Mum, you need a smartphone. Everyone uses it now." So I went to the shop with her. The young man in the shop smiled at me. He talked very fast. He said many words I did not understand. "This one is very easy," he said. I nodded. I did not want to look foolish. When I came home, I put the phone on the table. It looked thin and shiny. It looked smarter than me. I touched the screen. The screen changed. I touched it again. Something disappeared. "Why does it move so fast?" I said to myself. I wanted to call my old friend Lily. We have talked every Friday for 20 years. I opened something. Maybe it was the phone app. I am not sure. The phone asked me for a password. Password. My daughter told me the password last week. I wrote it on a small piece of paper. I looked for the paper. It was not in my drawer. It was not in my bag. I tried to remember. Maybe it was my birthday. I typed the numbers slowly. The phone said, "Wrong password." I tried again. "Wrong password." My hands began to shake. "It is only a phone," I told myself. "Calm down." I tried one more time. The screen turned black. For a moment, I could not breathe. "Did I break it?" I whispered. I pressed the side button. Nothing happened. I pressed it again. Still nothing. I felt heat in my face. I felt small. In the past, I could cook for 5 people. I could fix a broken chair. I could take a bus to any place in the city. Now I could not even make a phone call. I sat on the sofa. The room was quiet. The new phone lay in my hand like a cold stone. After a long time, the screen lit up again. It showed many small pictures. I did not know what they meant. I saw a green picture. It looked like a phone. I pressed it. It opened. I smiled a little. Then it asked again for a password. "Oh no," I said. I felt tired. Not in my body, in my heart. The world changes very fast. Buses use cards, stores use codes, hospitals use apps. I still use a notebook to write phone numbers. I picked up my house phone and called my daughter. She answered quickly. "Hi, Mum." "I cannot use this new phone," I said. My voice was low. "It is easy," she said. "Just enter the password." I forgot it. She was quiet for a second. Then she said softly, "It's okay. I will come this weekend. I will teach you again." "I am sorry," I said. I do not know why I said that. "You don't need to say sorry," she said. "It just takes time." After the call, I looked at the smartphone again. The screen showed my own face. It looked older in the light. "I am not stupid," I told the phone. "I am just slow." But inside, I was not sure. I put the phone back on the table. Outside, children were playing. I could hear their laughter. The world was moving. And I was sitting there, afraid of a small piece of glass in my hand. This morning, I went to the supermarket. I wore my grey coat. I carried my small cloth bag. Inside it, I put my wallet and some cash. I always carry cash. Cash feels real. I can see it. I can touch it. The supermarket was bright. The music was loud. Many young people walked fast. They pushed carts and looked at their phones at the same time. I walked slowly. I picked up milk. I picked up eggs. I picked up a small bag of apples. I looked at the price tags twice. I always look twice. When I finished, I went to the cashier. There was no cashier. There were only machines. Each machine had a big screen. The screen said, "Self-checkout." I stood there. I did not move. A young worker saw me. She smiled and said, "You can scan your items here." "Scan?" I asked. "Yes," she said. She picked up a box of cookies from another customer. She moved it across a red light. The machine made a sound. "Beep." "It is easy," she said. That word again. Easy. I stepped forward. I put my milk on the table. I looked for the red light. I moved the milk slowly. Nothing happened. The girl said, "Turn the code to the light." I turned the milk. I moved it again. Beep. I felt a little happy. I scanned the eggs. Beep. I scanned the apples. No sound. The machine showed words on the screen. Too many words. The girl pressed something. "It's okay," she said. Finally, the machine showed the total price. I opened my wallet. I took out the cash. I held it carefully. The girl looked at me. "Oh, this machine is card only." "Card?" I asked. "Yes, or phone pay." "I don't have that," I said. Behind me I heard someone sigh. Another person moved to another machine. I felt people looking at my back. My hands became cold. "I have cash," I said softly. "Is that okay?" She shook her head. "You need to go to counter number 5. I looked around. Counter number 5 was far away. The line was long. For a moment I wanted to leave everything there. I wanted to go home. Then a young girl, maybe 16 years old, stepped next to me. She had headphones around her neck. "Grandma," she said gently, "I can help you." I looked at her. Her eyes were kind. She took out her phone. She scanned something on the screen. "You can give me cash," she said. "I will pay with my phone." "Is that okay?" I asked. "Yes," she smiled. "It's fine." I gave her the money. My fingers were shaking. She paid. The machine said, "Payment successful." I let out a long breath. "Thank you," I said. I looked into her face. "You are very kind." She laughed a little. "It's no problem." When I walked out of the supermarket, I held my bag tightly. The air outside felt cooler. I did not feel angry. I did not feel proud. I felt small again. When I was young, I helped old people cross the street. I carried heavy bags for my neighbors. I felt strong. Today, I needed help to buy milk. I walked home slowly. The apples were fresh. The milk was cold. Everything was normal. But inside my heart, something felt different. The world was changing, and I was always one step behind. Last night I had a headache. It was not very strong, but it stayed with me. It sat behind my eyes. It did not leave. I drank warm water. I lay down early. I closed my eyes. The pain stayed. This morning I called my son. "My head hurts," I said. "Mum, you should see a doctor," he said. "Just make an appointment on the hospital app." "The app?" I asked. "Yes, it's very simple. Download it, register, choose a doctor." Very simple. After the call, I sat at the dining table. The smartphone was in front of me. I picked it up slowly. I opened the App Store. I typed the hospital name with one finger. I checked every letter 2 times. I found the app. I pressed download. The little circle turned and turned. I waited. Finally, it opened. The screen said, "Register." I pressed it. It asked for my phone number. I typed it. It sent me a code. The code came in a message. I went to the message. I forgot the code. I went back. The screen was different. "Why did you change?" I said to the phone. I went back again. I started over. Phone number, code, name, ID number, password. Password again. I tried to make one. The app said, "Password too simple." I tried again. "Password format incorrect." My head hurt more. Then it asked for face recognition. "Please look at the camera," the screen said. I lifted the phone. My hand was not steady. "Move closer." I moved closer. Too close. I pulled back. Face not detected. I stared at the phone. The phone stared back at me. "I am here," I said softly. "Why can't you see me?" After many tries, the app showed red words. Verification failed. I put the phone on the table. My eyes felt hot. I did not want to cry. I am not a child. But the tears came anyway. I am tired, I said to the empty room. I am so tired. Not only from the pain, from learning, from trying, from failing. The door opened in the afternoon. My grandson came in after school. He is 10 years old. He always runs into the house. "Grandma!" he shouted. I quickly wiped my eyes. "Are you okay?" he asked. He looked at my face. Children see everything. "My head hurts," I said, "and this app, it does not like me." He walked to the table. He picked up my phone. "Let me see," he said. His fingers moved fast, but not in a wild way. He was calm. "Grandma, you pressed back too many times," he said gently. "It's okay. We can do it again." We sat next to each other. Our shoulders touched. He read each line aloud. Phone number, code, name. I repeated after him. I typed slowly. When the face screen came again, he said, "Hold it like this." He adjusted my hand. "Look at the camera," he smiled. I looked. The screen turned green. "Success," I laughed. A small laugh, but real. Then we chose a doctor together. He showed me the time slots. "Morning is better," he said. "You wake up early." "Yes," I nodded. We pressed confirm. The screen showed the appointment. "It worked," I said. "Yes," he said proudly. "You did it." I looked at him. His hand was still holding mine. At that moment, the phone did not feel like an enemy. It felt like a bridge. Not because it was smart, but because we were together. In the evening, I like to watch TV. After dinner, I wash the dishes. I wipe the table. I turn off the kitchen light. Then I sit on the sofa. That is my quiet time. Last year, my son bought me a new TV. "It's a smart TV, Mom," he said. "You can watch anything." Anything. Tonight I picked up the remote. It has many buttons. Too many buttons. Some are red, some are blue. Some have words I do not understand. I pressed the power button. The TV turned on. The screen was bright. Music started playing. A woman on the screen said, "Welcome back." I looked around my living room. "I did not call you," I said quietly. The screen showed many small pictures, movies, shows, news, cartoons, all moving at the same time. I only wanted the evening news. I always watch the news at 7. I pressed a button. The screen changed. Now it showed a cooking show. I pressed another button. Now it showed an action movie. Loud sounds filled the room. "No, no," I said. I pressed again. A box popped up. It asked me to sign in. Sign in. Again. I put the remote down. I felt tired. In the past, I had a simple TV. I pressed 1 for the news. I pressed 2 for drama. That was all. Now the TV asks me questions. It gives me choices. It recommends things. "I don't need so many choices," I said. I picked up the remote again. I tried to speak. My son told me it can hear my voice. "News," I said clearly. The TV showed new shoes. On the screen, many shoes appeared. I almost laughed. "No," I said louder. "News." The TV showed nature. A program about forests began to play. I leaned back on the sofa. I let the program run. Trees and birds filled the screen. But I was not really watching. I was thinking about my husband. He liked to watch the news with me. He sat on the left side of the sofa. I sat on the right. He always held the remote. He would say, "Let's see what happened today." Sometimes he complained about the world. Sometimes he fell asleep before the weather report. I turned my head and looked at the empty space beside me. The smart TV was still talking. It recommended another show. It showed bright colors and smiling faces. The room felt loud, but also very quiet. Machines can talk. Machines can listen. Machines can suggest. But machines do not notice when I sigh. Machines do not ask, "Are you lonely tonight?" I picked up the remote one more time. I searched slowly, step by step. Finally, I found the news channel. A man was speaking about the weather. His voice was calm. I put the remote down. The light from the TV filled the room. I folded my hands on my lap. "I am still here," I whispered to the empty sofa. The TV kept playing, and I watched, alone in the soft blue light. This morning I woke up early. The sky was still light grey. The city was quiet. I sat on the balcony with a cup of warm tea. The air was cool. I could hear birds in the trees. My phone was on the small table next to me. I looked at it for a long time. For many days I felt afraid of it. The phone felt like a test. Every time I touched it, I worried I would fail. But today, I did not feel so afraid. Yesterday, my grandson showed me how to send a voice message. "Grandma," he said, "just press here and talk." So now I picked up the phone. I opened the chat with my old friend Lily. Every Friday we talk. But last Friday, I could not call her. I felt ashamed. Today, I pressed the small microphone sign. I took a deep breath. "Hello, Lily," I said slowly. "This is my first voice message. If it sounds strange, please forgive me." I released the button. For a moment, I did not know what to do. Then I saw the message go out. Sent. My heart beat fast. A few minutes later, the phone made a soft sound. Lily sent a message back. Her voice filled the balcony. "Oh, you learned this. I am proud of you." I laughed, a real laugh. "I am still learning," I said in my next message. "Please be patient with me." After that, I tried something else. I opened the video call with my grandson. The screen rang. Then his face appeared. His hair was messy. He was still eating breakfast. "Grandma!" he shouted. "I can see you," I said. "And I can see you," he said. We both smiled. The picture was not perfect. The sound was not perfect. But his eyes were bright. "See," he said, "you are not bad at this." I looked at my own face in the small corner of the screen. Yes, I have wrinkles. Yes, my hair is white, but my eyes were bright too. After the call, I sat quietly. The world is fast. That is true. Shops change, hospitals change, TVS change, phones change. Sometimes I feel left behind. But maybe I am not slow. Maybe I just need time. When I learned to cook, I burned many dishes. When I learned to ride a bicycle, I fell down many times. I did not quit then. Why should I quit now? I picked up the phone again. I opened the hospital app. I checked my appointment time. I understood every word on the screen. Not because the phone became easier, but because I became braver. In the afternoon, my daughter called. "Mum, how are you?" she asked. "I sent a voice message today," I said. "Really?" She sounded surprised. "Yes," I smiled. "I am learning." She was quiet for a second. Then she said softly, "I am proud of you." I looked out at the sky. The sun was warm on my face. The world moves fast, but my heart still moves with love. And as long as I keep learning, I am not behind.